Clickety click. Okay, everybody. Guess where we are? That's right, we're in Blue Diamond. And we're about to... Oh God! We're about to hurl. We're about to hurl it. I have found a lot of people have been responding to my single black trails reviews, and I think it's because there's quite a few people riding blues that are curious about, yeah, what is the next step up in Blue Diamond or whatnot. Well, we've done Dave's driveway. Dave, we've done Flowered Peak, but Flowered Peak isn't really a single black. Please don't go riding that if it's your first Black Diamond. We've done Rusty Bucket, but one of the nicest single blacks that we use to get up to Flowered Peak, and I've mentioned it before, is this trail called the HURL. And it's called the HURL because it's super technical, steep as hell climb. So I'm going to try to talk my way through this, but lack of air may prevent that. So we'll try to get as much of the up as we can. We'll get certainly the harder features, but it is a slog. It's a little bit slow, but super fun. It's what a lot of people use to measure their fitness. You can run it a couple different ways. After you climb the Blue Diamond Bomb Hill, you can make an immediate right and head up and run it counterclockwise. But the real test is to run it clockwise. You go up Blue Diamond Hill, you go around the mountain a little bit on Landmine Trail, and you make that right under the HURL. It gets real technical. It's a good test though of your fitness and your bike handling skills. I am inspired after watching 8600 last night, having ridden the whole enchilada 2 weeks ago, watching somebody climb that 14 days before I got there is insane. Just insane. Oh, almost got it. We are lucky that it is so much cooler out right now. Probably 49, 50 degrees. And completely welcome. The first time I ever tried to climb this. It was 97 degrees. And I got approximately 300 yards up before I felt the namesake of the trail come on hard. Got some local shredders up ahead of us. There we go. Anyways, as with everything around here, we don't get a lot of rain. So it's loose. I am happy to announce to myself that I was able to replace the rear tire, so I actually have traction back there, which is nice, especially on something like this. But like I've mentioned, and you see, these are pretty sharp rocks. They just tear the living daylights out of your tires. Warning. So, the sealant outlasted the tire on my last tire. Which is, it is what it is. Fun climb. It really is a good kind of litmus test on fitness and bike handling skills. If you're looking to make the leap, try out a harder trail, I would say Dave's driveway is significantly less taxing. But this is a great thing to test yourself and see where you are. I know that that first time I rode it, 300 yards was all I could do at that point in time. But as I got in better shape, increased my skills, more of the trail opened up, knocked out the teeth, looked a little bit less intimidating. Very much a double, it's a very much a single black, I would say, in terms of gnar factor. Solid single black. I would put Dave's driveway in the slightly easier single black. Rusty bucket, definitely with the exposure and those tight switchbacks, some of the rock work, a definite single black. And the HURL, solid single black. This climb is no joke. And the down isn't super easy either, to be honest with you. There's some serious couple of real features on that, and of course it's steep and loose and all the other stuff that goes along with riding here. Oh, hi. Sorry to disturb you during breakfast. Oh, you too. Wild burros. Munching on some whatever they munch on. Those little black ones hang out with each other. Little family. But they come in typically gray camouflage, right? Some light brown ones. You head up to Charleston, not uncommon to find wild horses there. Just trippy. And of course, obviously, the coyotes and big orange sheep and other desert mules. Including the rare and prized mountain biker. This is all pretty steep. I'm sure GoPro is doing a good job of making it look like I'm riding in my driveway. My driveway, not Dave's. But this is punchy stuff. Falling asleep at the wheel. Alright, head across this ridge here. my whole life I used, oh, pardon me, clipless pedals. And by that I mean I used to ride in the 90s, but I was always clipped in. And then when I started riding again last year, oh yeah, time for some newfangled clipless pedals. So I got some of these clip-in with pins, all the best stuff of a flat pedal, hand clipped in. And I found it so hard to get out of the pedal, not so much when my feet were down or when I was descending, but when I was pulling up on the pedal, usually in real slow technical moves, I couldn't twist out because of the pins. So I went to flats and learned how to do that. It's good because you really learn how to jump properly, how to stay on your bike, how to move your bike around without being able to just pull up on the pedals. But as many of you know, it's just not the same. Having yourself clipped in is a massive advantage, whether it's in pedaling efficiency or ability to move the bike around, ability to stay on the bike through things that might knock your feet off. So I've really been desperate to get back. So I talked with the boys at Crank Brothers and said I can't be the only one who has this problem. So what we did was, and I've got the Mallet Ease. He says a lot of our enduro guys and downhill guys are screwing the pins all the way down, so just half a millimeter or so is coming up, or they're removing them all together. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I did that. I got the metal skid plates to go underneath the cleat, and I got an easier release cleat. So we're testing that out today. Certainly is a lot easier than before. And I'm hoping it's just a matter of me relearning how to pop myself out. The motion that your body memorizes to pop out of them, even though I hadn't ridden for close to 30 years, is still in there. Naturally, my body remembered how to snap them out, but wasn't able to rotate them with those pins. So hopefully we're back in business, because I am a sprinter. I am not an endurance person, so any extra advantage I can get pedaling, I will take. We got a final push coming up here in a pretty technical section. Really good. Hey, I made it this far. Push to the summit. Technical rock section, very steep, very technical. And part of what makes this trail so cool. This trail in general is a definite test of pedals, because you're going to be on and off your bike as you're trying to figure out some of these features. Okay. We're gonna go around this bend, I guess, first. I'm a big fan of cool and sunny. I'll tell you, I had to take a day off after doing that whole enchilada a couple weeks ago. And I consider myself a technically proficient cyclist, always learning. And I was able to clean almost all of it going down. But boy, oh boy, I was toast for the next day. Watching this guy Braden go up the things that people couldn't even figure out how to walk down was mind-blowing. It's just rare to see the way he handles the bike and the explosive power that he brings. You know, it's rare to see a truly close to world-class athlete on what they can do on a bike like that. Okay, I gotta pay attention to this part. Right. He just so explosive. Okay, we got it. Power to weight ratio, just incredible. What up? All right, how you guys doing? Good. Oh, I like your bike.
Thank you.
All right, we are at the top of the HURL climb. Take a tiny little break. And then we'll head on down. Okay. We are on the HURL. We're gonna start our descent after I get myself clicked in. I feel like I'm clicking into my ski bindings. Okay. It's a fun downhill. There are some real technical sections. As with a lot of the trails that I ride, you can also find a video of old Nate Hills doing the HURL, just in portions. We're going to take it a little slower than Nate and Moab Merrick, just so you can get a better idea. And that's the only reason why we're taking it slower than those guys. Okay, that's a lie. But And another little climb up some ant sand. Ultimately, we're gonna head up here and then head down there. Oh, so much more grip with this back tire. Woo, tractor time. Here we are up with a tippity top. Make a little loop around this big old rock. High rock. And make sure we still have our jacket. There's old Blue Diamond. We'll be down there soon, Blue Diamond. All right, a lot of flat turns. Loose. There we go. Okay. There we go. Keep your weight for your bottom bracket. It's gonna get a little chunky in here. And boost to the bars, guys. All right, we're still alive. Super loose in here. Feather that front brake. I'd say this section in particular, past 30 seconds, is gonna be the hardest part of the descent. The most likely part that people are gonna walk if you're new to expert trails. It's the part of the trail that people hike a bike if you're going counterclockwise on the HURL. And it's gnarly. There's no doubt about it. It's chunky. And it's super loose, especially nowadays. And it's steep. That's basically the recipe for gnarly. The last part is fun. Oh, the steeps, they make the burps come out. The burps come out. The burps come out. Okay. And down we go again. Get that bike turned over. Uh-oh, this is steep. We're good. We're good. Legs are burning a little bit. Had to take some time off the bike because we had the COVID going through the house. But we're back. Oh, the steeps, they get the burps on out. The burps on out. The burps on out. Woohoo. We're through the worst of it, I guess. The best of it, the worst of it. I guess it depends on what your experience was on the HURL. Again, it's mostly about getting up. It is a great, tough, technical climb with a very short descent payoff, but still fun. Super-de duper-de duper-de loose. We can take a right here. That's another way down there. We're gonna head on up to the Blue Diamond Bomb Hill. Whoa. Yeah, all these rocks you see, all they want to do is just roll your tire over in those corners. So you can never really let off where you aim your tire, which makes it difficult to look far down the trail the way you're supposed to. But you get used to it. Just make sure you're not getting inside your bike, getting that thing leaned over. Stay on top of it like a motocross rider, so you're putting that weight down on those side lugs as you got the bike turned over. And then if you do roll out on one of those rocks, you're more likely to do-wheel drift than wash out. That's pretty much the rule anywhere, but just so happens to be imperative if you're here with all this softball, golf ball, ant sand garbage trying to send your bike in directions you don't want it to go. One last little climb to get up and out of the HURL. Okay. There we go. And that, folks, is the HURL here in Blue Diamond, Nevada. Single black if you're curious about what it's like, or want to take a trip down memory lane after you've done it. Come check it out. This has been Just the Trail. Thanks for watching.